Willkommen zurück zur Interwetten European Darts Open 2023. Die Finalsession live und präsentiert von der PDC Europe hier aus der Ostermann Arena in Leverkusen. Wir begrüßen unsere nächsten beiden Viertelfinalisten aus Nürnberg, Deutschland. Ein zweifacher Halbfinalist auf der Pro Tour. In seinem ersten European Tour Viertelfinale. Hier kommt Pietreczko, Ricardo, Pietreczko. Sein Gegner kommt aus Hastings, England. Die aktuelle Nummer 5 der Welt. Der frühere World Matchplay Champion. Ein zweifacher European Champion und der frühere Champion of the World. Voltage Rob. Außerdem begrüßen wir auf der Bühne unseren Referee für die nächsten beiden Viertelfinals. Und das ist George Noble.
Well, this evening's session is caught light with that dazzling game of darts between Gerwyn Price and Michael van Gerwen. It's a very different profile that this match is here. Rob Cross is certainly one of the big names in the game. The man who enjoyed, arguably, in fact, I would argue, the greatest ever debut season in PDC darts, going on to become world champion in his first year, having been a complete unknown as little as 18 months before. But Ricardo Pietreczko is getting quite a following. You only have to look around the hall here in Leverkusen, and I assume, well, either there's two possibilities. Either there has been a lot of people hurriedly running out to get Pikachu costumes and Pikachu-related paraphernalia, or everybody in the Leverkusen area has an emergency Pikachu costume just in case something like this were to happen. We've never seen Pietreczko reach the final day of a Euro Tour. He's only recently started winning games in any sort of clumps on the Pro Tour. He was a nondescript new player last year who wasn't really achieving a great deal. But things have started to happen in the last few months. And now, Pikachu fever is sweeping Leverkusen. They will chant his name all the way through this game. Will that help him overcome another world champion? He started off by beating Geert Nenches, very promising young talent from the Netherlands. Then he took out Peter Wright, the two-time world champion. Then a former Lakeside winner in Stephen Bunting. And now it's Rob Cross. Will the dream run continue? We're going to find out over the next few legs.
Game on.
Lloydie, yes or no? Can he do it?
On current form and what Rob Cross form is, no.
There we go.
But it all depends how Rob reacts to the crowd. It's like a fourth dart to him. And rightly so. I think we spoke about this before, Dan. You know, they're going to support their home man.
And look, yeah, he has had the support of the crowd, but
60.
he's given them stuff to cheer about.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
His finishing against Stephen Bunting and against Geert Nenches was absolutely magnificent. Had some fortune against Peter Wright. 6-match darts survived against Snakebite, but he still had to turn it around and win the game, and he did it. And he nearly took out a 170 and a 164 in that match. So there's been good stuff, even though his tournament average is 15 points lower than Rob Cross, who's been really, really special this weekend.
60.
Yeah, he's been a breath of fresh air. And it's good to see that someone who's making his debut into something so big and such a big arena with a capacity crowd, he's gone up there and just got on with the job.
Yeah, and he's enjoyed it. He's having the time of his life. When he arrived back in the venue ahead of this evening session,
48.
I simply pointed at him to congratulate him, and all he did was shrug his shoulders and go, I don't know. He doesn't know how this is happening. He's just along for the ride, and he's loving it.
I thought he was German.
Yeah.
He sounded like Dracula then.
That's exactly how he speaks.
140.
Well, one thing's for sure, if he gets opportunities, we know full well, Dan, that he can take them.
There you go. I'll just display my German skills for you there, Cole. That sign there said, I want a child with you. And I'm not sure who it was aimed at. It might have been you, George.
No.
Well, Rob Cross has done pretty much nothing in this opening leg. And it means Pikachu is going to get a real chance for an early break. The key word that Rob Cross has talked about this weekend is aggression, having aggression in the throw, aggression up on stage. And while it has worked brilliantly so far, this is obviously his second game of the day after quite a wait as well. Double 12 is there. More excellent finishing from Ricardo Pietreczko. But that aggression, those energy levels can be difficult to maintain. You've got one game, you prepare for that, you go and do it, you get the job done, great. It goes how you want it to go. But then maintaining that through the day can be difficult. These multi-game days aren't easy to navigate sometimes.
No, that's 100% true. Rob Cross will be thinking to himself, what on earth is going on? At the start of this match, his tournament average was 107. He's 30 points below that in this match.
96.
They've been the kings of the ton plus finishes this weekend as well, these two. They've both hit a number of them. 4 apiece, in fact.
55.
Ricardo's been the big fish.
He has. The 170, he took out a brilliant 152 solely on the 19s. He's been a bit of a demon on the 19 segment, as evidenced here.
95.
To leave that 170, which he's already hit.
Joe, I was sat outside down earlier, and you know he came out after his little interview up on the stage with Phil, and he was almost embarrassed and sort of like, it was almost as if he was apologising for beating Stephen Bunting, you know.
He played really, really good stuff towards the end of that game. It was a very slow start
96.
from Pikachu in that one, but by the end of the match, the last 4 or 5 legs, he was averaging a ton for that spell, and Stephen Bunting didn't have much of an answer. And the minute Rob Cross hasn't got much of an answer.
60.
Because this is, it's like a different bloke. Where's the Rob Cross who played the first couple of games of this tournament?
Yeah. Oh, 20 for tops now for a nice little holder throw for Ricardo.
Ooh. Oh, it's on the wrong side of the wire. That first camera angle, I thought he might have snuck it in. He wasn't far off.
Well, Rob Cross, 161. Just about to say, if he could hit this, it might kickstart him into life.
49. Ricardo for 38.
Well, I didn't expect this, Dan.
Kind of expected him to get double 19. He's been pretty good on it. But double 6 will have to do.
26.
Not there. How important will these misses turn out to be? Good guide. Doesn't use it. Nothing's working.
76.
Well, hits a double to leave a double. That's the sort of thing I'd expect Ricardo to be doing over the course of this game.
Joe, I knew you were going to say that. Well, big opportunity. Really needs to hit it.
The groan from the crowd in Leverkusen tells you that their man Pietreczko has made a mess of this leg. It should have been 2-0. It could yet be.
Well.
Oh, come on.
No score.
I was just about to say, Dan, that's the tough bit. Just hit the big one.
Buses score. And Rob Cross. This is a ridiculous leg of darts.
Ricardo, you require 3.
Ridiculous leg of darts. Now, don't over-adjust and hit the 20. That's happened before. Oh, it's in exactly the same spot. Pokemon can't poke it into one.
You require 6.
Nice. Nice.
Same problem for Rob Cross. That's how you hit a big one. And that's how you hit double one. A ridiculous leg of darts. And he's laughing about. He's been laughing about everything this weekend, Ricardo Pietreczko. But usually, the outcome has been a rather happier one for him.
Do you know, Dan, the amount of darts that Rob Cross has used there, which was 27, that's 2 winning legs for him over the last couple of days.
58.
Absolutely.
He'll be disgusted with himself with that.
Look at the silly numbers. Well, a real pub leg, that second one.
Don't try and big him up, Dan. Don't try and big him up.
So I think what that'll do, that'll have ruined the averages for the entire game. They'll be chucking 9 darters for the rest of the match and it'll still be pretty average stuff in terms of the numbers. Does not matter though, it's worth the same as a 9 darter. The only difference is you get a fancy badge. Did they used to dish out the badges for 9 darters back in your day, or was that a more recent addition?
No, I've still got 2 9 dart clips at home, mate.
Lovely.
Yeah.
We should wear them more often.
2 or 3. Nah. I was more worried about the check that come with it.
Yeah, don't get any of those nowadays.
No, lovely little keepsakes. Lovely keepsakes there, tucked away safely somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, but somewhere.
It's a good response after that silly leg of darts. Ricardo Pietreczko continues to outscore Rob Cross.
Well, after what we've seen from Rob Cross especially this afternoon, would you think, Dan, that you'd be seeing him averaging 64.63?
No, but this wouldn't surprise me.
Oh. 70.
Ricardo Pietreczko, 19s. He's been really good on it this weekend, but he's already missed it a couple of times in this match.
93.
I assume he's going to go straight at it. But I can't really predict this guy. Maybe he's splitting.
6.
Oh, agonising.
I would say you wouldn't have been able to get a piece of paper down between that and the double. Well, he's left his favourite, Dan. You'd like to think he's going to clip in this double 18, and he duly does. Did a 96 finish. Rob Cross, but there was only a hole to throw.
Game on.
Well,
after Ricardo missed 3 darts at a double.
What a baffling opening few legs this has been.
58.
Rob Cross has been playing heroic stuff this week. He's only lost 2 legs on his way to the quarterfinals. blew Ryan Joyce out of the water. Willie O'Connor didn't have an answer. And now it's turned into whatever this contest is. Has played Rob Cross a couple of times before, Ricardo, both last year. In fact, one of their meetings back in May, he threw his highest ever average at that time. Went average 101 against Rob Cross, but done 6-2.
Wow.
Very much Ricardo learning the ropes in PDC darts, realising that even his best game might not be good enough to even get close to some of these guys. So he's had to improve, and he has been doing. He's in line for a spot at the match play at the minute. He's in line for the Grand Prix, the World Championship. If all of those things come to pass, and we've already mentioned a couple of times this weekend, he's going to be at some more Euro tours this year, where there's more opportunities for ranking money. All those things come to pass. Ricardo Pietreczko can basically start thinking, well, next year I'm still a professional player, which was very much in doubt at the start of this year.
Yeah, there certainly could be some good times ahead for Ricardo Pietreczko.
Double 16.
76.
Well, I talked about how good his finishing has been this weekend. He appears to have forgotten how to hit a double. He is 1 for 12. Oh, this is a tricky shot, but it's on. Couldn't get the treble 13.
127.
Does leave himself very well placed.
16.
Well, a bit of pressure on Ricardo here. He's not going to want to let Rob Cross take a 3-1 lead. And he's not going to let Rob Cross take a 3-1 lead.
Best leg of the match, that. 16 darter.
Game on.
What was the worst leg of match of the previous one? 15? Did it even go into a sixth visit at any point? Didn't feel like it.
Jesse Price actually won the match with an 18 dart leg.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Just going back to that last match.
16.
And MVG won 4 legs. 13, 12, 12, 12. 2 1-7-1s. A 1-3-2 checkout. Ball, double 16.
137.
Yeah. Pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we've got the nice friendly chant going on for the German fans. Hello upstairs, hello downstairs. They'll do this for a bit and then they give each other a big clap. Makes a difference for the atmosphere at Ali Pali sometimes, doesn't it? With the tables and the stands slagging each other off for 4 hours. There we go, all very friendly. Rob Cross leaves the 140. Pietreczko needs to fill it up to leave a finish. He cannot do that. Cross is going to start on the 18s here. Always does. Because he's very good at it. He is so good at it. For another big checkout this weekend. 140 Rob Cross, signature checkout from Vaulted.
Ricardo to throw first. Game on.
And there I think we saw the first glimpse of the aggression that he wants. It's an attitude, it's in the throw, it's everything. And it's very difficult to have that aggression, maintain that, when you're throwing 27 darters. But when you're throwing 12 darters, all of a sudden it can spark you into life.
Yeah. And it looks like it's certainly sparking Rob Cross into life. As we see the first maximum of the match. Rob Cross, 140 checkout, followed by a 180. Great stuff.
Well, the fans asking for Pikachu to
81.
level up and evolve into something more dangerous, but it looks like Rob Cross is the man that is stepping things up here. As he's produced a 140 checkout with 3 perfect darts. and followed it with back-to-back 180s. He is on a little spell of 9 perfect darts here, Rob Cross. But if he can make it 10, 11 and 12, we have the perfect leg.
137, Robin 141.
What's the route? Downstairs. Gets it. Cannot get the treble 16 that would have left double 18.
90.
Boos around Leverkusen for Rob Cross.
It's a bit harsh. Bit harsh. 7 darts in. He was Spider-Man's winging himself around with discontentment about that shot at the treble 16 there.
57, Robin 48.
Still needs to clean it up, Dan.
Well, I know the German crowd were displeased with Rob Cross for not producing the 9-darter, but bursting into Du hast die Haare schön, or you've got lovely hair, seems a bit of a harsh retort. Oh, you saw it catch the flight. You can see him symboling with his hand there. That might have been destined for the double 16, just clipped off the flight.
Yep. Well, we know he loves treble 19, and we also know he loves the bull. Well, does he love double 5? Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Pietreczko sticking in there. This game is starting to warm up.
140.
Well, Rob Cross there was 7 perfect darts in to that leg and ended up losing the leg.
86. $119.
Averages are starting to pick up now, Dan, as well. A little bit of consistency.
65.
Yeah, that second leg seems a distant memory now, doesn't it? After 3 much more impressive legs on the spin, and Rob Cross is starting to find it. It is a third 180. The Rob Cross of the last 32 and the last 16 has decided to arrive in the quarterfinals after being conspicuous by his absence for the first few legs of this.
62.
Double 16 for an 11-darter. Proper stuff from Rob Cross. Seemingly furious that he's not been doing this all game.
Well, there's an opening. Can Rob Cross jump all over that?
84.
Well, not quite, but steady little opener. The thing about this match, Dan, Ricardo has to hold his throw whilst trying to break down the throw of Rob Cross.
Yeah, he was outscoring Cross in those opening few legs, wasn't he? But now Cross has got his act together. It looks like he's got the heavier artillery.
Yeah.
And it means that Ricardo is constantly chasing, and that's not a position he wants to be in. He's already looking at having to get 2 trebles here just to keep pace with Rob Cross and the leg he started. He's managed to do it. Credit to him.
Yep, good shot. I was just about to say he's actually got the better 200 score because a steady ton will leave him on a finish, whereas Rob needed that little bit extra. A ton wasn't going to cut it.
A bit of side eye from Ricardo there, glancing to the scoreboard just to make sure that he gets the numbers right, and he does exactly that.
Not like Ricardo to leave a 170 finish, Dan.
Well, he's already taken it out once. He very, very nearly took it out a second time. Cross is on a makeable 1-2-7, and he will get a look at it. Oh, there's some pressure.
23, 127.
Open up a two-leg gap. We've not seen one in this game. It's been nip and tuck. Whether it's been poor or whether it's been brilliant, there's only ever been one leg between them. And for the moment, it remains that way.
Ricardo 47.
Conventional wisdom says a 15 or a 7. A little bit close to the double, but he gets away with it.
I think that's why he stopped to readdress the hockey, Dan. And it worked. Composure.
Certainly did work. But it's a very different game from the one we saw between Van Gerwen and Price. But it's absorbing stuff. Twice he's made semi-finals in the floor events. He is fighting to get to a semi-final here in Leverkusen. His first maximum. Crosses 4. I was just trying to entertain what might happen in here if he hit a 9-darter. They might even have to pause the tournament. It would be bedlam. Oh, great leg. Beautiful stuff from Rob Cross. It's another spell where he just can't miss.
96.
It's enough to get to a finish.
60.
But Rob Cross for another 11-darter potentially.
So he'd like to clean this up pretty quick, which he has done.
The back end of this game, when Rob Cross is getting it right, he's getting it so right. His last 3 winning legs have been 12, 11 and 11. And in that, there's a leg he lost where he was 7 darts into the 9-darter.
Yeah. Yeah. What he would give now, Dan, to have another 11-darter or have a leg with 2 maximums in there.
Yeah, if you just took away the first 2 legs of this match, Rob Cross probably would be at that sort of 105, 107 average that he's been throwing this weekend.
Yeah.
Because it's climbing and climbing and climbing.
83.
Well, when you think, Dan, that he was down at 63 average and he's now at just under 94, he's put 30 points. That just goes to show how well he's been playing.
97.
And credit to Ricardo for managing to stick with him at the back end of this game. It's only been holds of throw for the last, well, 7 legs.
Yeah.
60.
Wow. That's not enough, Rob Cross. Ricardo will be thinking to himself here, just a straight, steady ton, and I'm on a finish. Anything else is a bonus. Anything else, Dan, is a bonus.
Can't leave a finish from 3-5-8. That's a wild one from Rob Cross, but a nice readjustment. No need to incorporate the bullseye in this one.
Well, 114 to leave double 8, I suppose. He likes the treble 19s, but not the way I would go.
I don't think Ricardo Pietreczko is going to go the way you would go in a lot of situations.
To be fair, Dan, there's plenty of them players out there today that wouldn't go the way I go. Well, a little bit of pressure on this 72. Rob waiting on 97. Another one of those. We'll leave him double 18. Oh, double 4, I should say. He hit the treble.
We all go in the distance. Rob Cross has not had a dart for the match yet, but he has the throw, and his last 3 legs on throw he's won in 4 visits. If he repeats that trick, A, it's brilliant, and B, Ricardo Pietreczko needs a 9-darter. But that opens the door. Could he falter right at the end? The 2-time European champion, the number 4 seed here this weekend.
60.
Doesn't punish.
That was a let-off. And is he going to get punished for it a little bit?
140.
Yes, he has.
Crams another one in there. Now then, Ricardo.
100.
Won't go away, Dan. Will he?
He's
Won't
still
go away.
just about keeping in touch. That's what it feels like he's been doing all the way through the latter end of the game.
134.
Cracking last 2 darts there from Rob Cross. He's left the big fish. Does not need to go for the bullseye finish.
97.
Got a definite 6 darts. And I don't think he would have gone for it anyway. I think he would just like to get this game over and done with.
98.
That is if he is to win it.
1 treble to get to a finish, 2 trebles to get to a decent one. If he could fill it up, there's all kinds of pressure. Last dart's important.
41.
Oh, no. And Ricardo Pietreczko, it might be coming to an end finally. He's going to rely on Rob Cross missing. Peter Wright certainly missed. Missed 6 times to beat him. Rob Cross does not. After such a ropey start, Rob Cross found some magnificent darts to finally end Ricardo Pietreczko's run. But what a run it has been. Packed with drama, unpredictable, massive checkouts, but voltage just too strong in the end. Pietreczko bows out, having made his first ever Euro Tour quarter-final. Rob Cross is through to the semis and still looking for his first ever Euro Tour title. He will face either Dirk van Dijvenbode or Josh Rock. That is our last remaining quarter-final match to come before the semis get underway.